My name is Campbell. I'm an intern at Mid-Valley Fellowship. God told me to be here. This was something that I was thinking about and wasn't quite sure I was ready for, but He told me that this was something He needed me to do. I originally came to Mid-Valley Fellowship as a participant because God had challenged me. I was serving in leadership, but was living with an addiction that I wasn't surrendering, that I wasn't even thinking about giving up. So His challenge to me was, you need to surrender this, it's been long enough. If you don't, I can't trust you to be responsible with the people that I've put in your life for you to lead. There was a pretty significant season of my life where I was engaging in sexual activities with others, hooking up with almost anyone who was willing. Although I left that particular portion of my life behind several years ago, I had never surrendered pornography or masturbation. I hadn't really surrendered that so much as just starved myself of that. But then also dealing with same-sex attraction, which has been present in my life since about puberty, which is a secret struggle and a secret shame that I had sort of just put under the surface, and it wasn't the primary reason for me to come here. It was mostly to deal with my addiction in pornography and sex. But it is definitely a huge part of the brokenness that Jesus desires to heal in me. So we've been addressing that, He and I, more often lately than in the beginning of my time here at Mid-Valley. The internship is about me learning how to minister to people who have the same struggle that I have, the same weakness and the same brokenness that I had. And learning how to offer counseling to the hurting was my primary goal for coming here. Although I still feel called toward church ministry specifically, also just getting an insight on what a ministry like this looks like from the inside. What it looks like for people to work together for the sake of the sexually and relationally broken. I am learning a lot of things I knew, but never really thought of. It definitely takes a community. This is not something that anybody can do on their own. Of course, if you look at Scripture, if you look at the way that Christ established the church, no ministry is meant to be done alone. But this one especially, you need accountability, but you also need encouragement, and you need partners. And there's just nothing about this job, this calling, that can be done alone. Also, just learning the kind of things that it's going to take, the kind of things you have to work at, and being an emotionally healthy individual is hard on its own, but learning how to put someone else's needs before yours for a time, how to put yourself aside for just a little while, and focus on someone else's needs is hard. It's very hard, but it's necessary in this kind of ministry and a counseling perspective, because when they come to you for help, it's not fair and it's not helpful for you to put your needs on them. So you have to learn to put yourself aside for a little while, but then work on yourself in the in-between. The Lord has not chosen to show me the next step. So I am attempting to patiently wait and continue to move in the direction He put in front of me, even if I'm not sure what the next step is yet. In a broader sense, continuing to develop my skills as a counselor and learning how to pour myself out for others in that way, but also looking for a way to get involved in church leadership and to begin to grow in that capacity as well. What's been really significant is actually something that's been really awesome to look back on, is seeing how many people are here. They're here because I'm their connection to Mid-Valley Fellowship, and It's been a point of pride in a good way, like something to be proud of, but also humbling to see just how many people that I care about, that I have attempted to pour myself out for, who are here getting the help that they've been denied for so long, and it's because I was faithful with my story.